Yo, what up guys, it's QUIQUE coming to you guys with another formation domination episode. If you guys are new to the channel, I would greatly appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button, like the video, and also click the notification bell so you guys won't miss out on any other content. But as I said before, if you guys are new to the channel, this formation domination series is I run an RTG, and then I run other things like the best of fast, like basically everything about FIFA, literally everything about FIFA. But this series is literally just reviewing every single formation in the game. So this episode, what it is going to be is the 4-1-4-1, as you can see by the title. So let me just show you guys the team first to see what it is. So this is my team. I do have a couple of players off chemistry, like Atal's off chemistry, Bernardo Silva's off chemistry, Dembele and Acuna are off chemistry, but I think they're just so good that they really just don't need the upgrade. Like with the chemistry that they have, they are still getting an upgrade with the chemistry style that they have. So I'm just gonna leave it like that. But as I said, a 4-1-4-1, how we are gonna be playing it is balanced on offensive and defensive. The width in defensive is gonna be up to 6. The depth's gonna be 3, and the offensive is gonna be 7. So the width's gonna be 1 more than the defensive. The players in the box, corners, and free kicks don't really matter. It's impossible to score headers, so I don't really care about that. I just put the numbers right here low because I don't want to get hit in a counter attack. I know it's really hard to score a header, so just because I'm putting a bet that the defender's always going to win a header, so I'd rather not have a lot of people up there that are not going to win the header and get hit in a counter attack. So I'd rather have a little bit of people up top to not get hit in the counter attack. But this is how I'm be playing it. Obviously my 4 defenders are going to be the same. Roy Keane's going to be my CDM. Bernardo Silva's going to be my right center mid. Politano's going to be my left center mid. Acuna's going to be my left mid. Dembele's going to be my right mid. And Lautaro Martinez is going to be striker. The instructions are going to be like this. So balanced for my wing backs. Balanced for my right mid and left mid. Because my thinking is having these, my left mid and left back and right mid, and balance, that they're both going to help each other go up and they're both going to help each other go down. So that's why I have it. So the wings could just be balanced and just be natural going up and down. My CDM is going to be cut passing links, cover center, and stay back while attacking. So I can have someone in the right in front of my 2 center backs, just like a 4-1-2-1-2. My 2 center mids, because they are going to be both attacking, they don't really have good defensive stats, but they do have good stamina. So what I'm going to have is literally just balance for both of them. The only thing I'll change is cover center, so they don't get pushed out wide when they're defending. Just have them central, and that's pretty much it. Have them central, and my striker as well. Nothing changed except come back on defense, because the mid is going to be just stacked. You're going to have the center mid, you're going to have the 2 center mids, you're going to have the CDM, and you're going to have the striker coming back on defense, because you don't really have that much going forward. So I'd rather have my strikers come back on the help defend, and because he is going to be coming in defend, then that means every single one of my players are going to go up together, and that's just going to be the plan that I want. And when that happens, I think it is going to be dangerous for my opponents. But that's pretty much it. So as I said, this series, how I do it, I don't play. When I do play reviews, I do three games, because then I'm specifically doing on one person. But on a formation, I think 3 games isn't enough, and I don't want to go 10 games, 7 games, because if the formation is trash, then I just don't want. I'm not gonna enjoy the game. I'm just gonna be absolutely getting smashed every game. So I think 5 games is enough to be able to see the pros and the cons of this formation, and then I'll tell you guys if it's FUT Champions worthy, if it's just a team, or if it's just a formation just to be like having fun with, interesting formation. So I'll show you guys how I'm gonna be playing it, and I'm gonna be playing 5 games. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go play the game. So I'll be right back with the gameplay. Alright guys, I'm back with the gameplay. So I ended up playing the games. So I was coming up against good teams. This guy specifically, he had a pretty decent team, a 4-1-2-1-2, and this goal will show you everything about this formation. You literally have to go pure counterattacks, because if you have the ball, what I noticed when I try to control the possession is it's a good thing and a bad thing. When you have the possession, your left mid and right mid go up, so it'll be like a 4-3-3. That's how it'll look like when you have the possession. And the good thing as well about this formation, so let's just start off with the pros. When you're about to kick off a goal, like say you have a goal kick, your CDM will go back and it'll be like a 5 in the back. And then once you're playing out of the back, your right back and left back will go up, your left mid and right mid will go up. And also you guys will see in a lot of these goals that I scored, my center mids scored a lot of goals because I had them in balance and they just had so many opportunities to get in behind and score most of my goals, and that's what they did. One thing as well I'll tell you guys about this formation as well is your striker needs to be quick. He needs to be quick, needs to be strong, needs to he has to have perfect everything. Like me, in most of my games I would sub in Perisic because he's a perfect striker for this formation, because he has the strength, he has the height, he has the pace, those skill moves, the weak foot, the shot, the passing. You need a striker who need everything, a striker who can make a play out of nothing, because if he can't, it's going to be really, really hard to score. Like Lautaro Martinez, he did score a couple of goals, but it's because people were creating chances for him, and that's why you need someone who could create chances by himself, because when you don't have the ball, your defense comes back a lot, and when you go on a counterattack, it's literally just your striker, and you have to fake shot back, you have to hold the play back for your center mids and your right mid and left mid to actually get in the play. And also one thing that I also noticed a lot was like in the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, where your CDM interchanges with your center mids, and like in game they're supposed to be switched. Like Roy Keane was supposed to be my CDM, and sometimes Bernardo Silva was my CDM, Roy Keane was my right mid going attacking, and I just couldn't do that. I just couldn't change it unless the ball went out and they went back to the same positions. But I noticed that a lot. The cons about this is when you're attacking and you have the ball, so you have the possession, as I said, it goes to a 4-3-3 kind of. You could get hit in the counterattack so much. And I played 5 games. I won 3. I think 2 of them rage quit. One I won 3-0 as well. The 4th game, I think I tied. I tied. So I'll talk to you guys about it when we get to that game. But I think this was the last. Yeah, this was the last goal. So this is my third or second opponent, I don't remember. But he does end up rage quitting again, 3-0. Comfortable win. I was with the high pressure with this team is an absolute beast. This team I didn't even notice when I readied up to play against him, but he did have 2 players in his. He was controlling 2 players, and then just look at this goal, bro. I don't even know what Manesta did. He ends up scoring that. I was like, bro, this is gonna be a hard game because EAs are gonna be going to like. You could see it right away. You could see that he's just gonna be getting helped by EA a lot. Right here, I try to play off the back, or I try to attack quickly. I recover the ball. So see, that's what I said. With the high pressure, you could literally, because you just have so many midfielders, it helps you out a lot. Bernardo Silva goes through near post. Nope, that didn't go in. I don't know how. Mo Salah once again to Bernardo Silva. He kicks it. His defender blocked it, bro. He just threw himself in the way. The keeper didn't block it. Once again, Salah blocks it. Salah hits the post. He hits his defender. Bro, wait, what is that, bro? That right there, I knew I wasn't gonna do it. But in terms of this formation, while you just look at the plays, I don't even want to be talking about it, bro. Because when I was playing the game, bro, I was fuming. I was like, how is this not going in? How is he blocking that? How is he scoring that? He has 1 shot. How's he winning? That's how I was feeling. Just look at this, bro. I scored my goal. I started to dominate. It just stops, and then it says I lost connection to my opponent. I'm pretty sure he ended up doing a no loss glitch, or he lag switched. So I don't know what happened there, bro. But I started to dominating. I have no words, bro. Like literally, I started to dominate, score a goal. I was gonna do the comeback. It ends up saying that I lost my connection. I don't know if it was the servers. I don't know if it was him doing the lag switch. I don't know. But then once again, look at this right here. I go out. I get pressured a lot. I was like, okay. And then he scores that, bro. He scores that with Jamie Vardy, bro. I'm gonna show you a couple more clips on that. This game as well. This game just had so many aids going to this guy. I don't even want to talk about it anymore. But this formation, as I said, it has a lot of it has a lot of pros. I mean, a lot of cons is you could get hit on the counter attack a lot. You have to have specific players for this formation. You need right mids and left mids who could go up and down, have a lot of stamina. You need left center mids who could go up and could also go down with a lot of stamina as well. You need your striker to be able to be a playmaker. He basically needs to be a perfect striker to be able to run this formation, because my Lautaro, yes, he was good, but because he didn't have the pace, he just didn't have the pace, he didn't have the playmaking that Perisic did. Was sometimes I would sub in. Lautaro Martinez was just way too heavy for that position, and I just couldn't do nothing with him. I would literally, when he was through on goal, I would have to stop because they will catch him, and then I will have to wait for my center mids, my left mid and right mid to be coming in behind, and then it's just literally so readable that stopping with your striker, all your four midfielders are getting in behind. It's just so readable for your opponent what pass you're gonna make. It's literally so readable. In terms of defensive, like the CDM, my defense is good because, as I said, my left mid, right back. My right back, right mid, left back, left mid. That's why I have him in balance, because they do help each other going up. They both help each other going down as well. So that's why I like that. And then my CDM is like the 4-1-2-2 with the CDM in front of it. It is good, but it is pretty vulnerable, because if you do take out your CDM, like with this CDM, you can't not be pressuring. Sometimes I was pressuring, like I was already fuming, so I was already pressuring a lot. I was just trying to pressure as much as I can to be able to go on the counter attack. But if you do that, you have no CDM. That means your opponent has just space in front of your center backs. That's just not what you want. So you have to kind of play it defensively, more like a 4-1-2-1-2. But when you go on the counter attack, it's beast, bro. This formation is it kind of reminds me as a 5 in the back. Why? Not because it's super defensive and like you're just solid in the back and you can't do anything on forward. No, I'd say it's 5 in the back because it's just so good in the counter attack. You guys see, like literally every single one of my goals every single one of them were counter attack. So if you guys do like the counter attacking play, the meta is counter attacking, like drop back counter attack. So I'm pretty sure this formation could be really, really meta. The good thing, as you guys know, I go for Barca. QUIQUE Setien, which is the new manager. If you guys don't know, if you guys haven't been living in the Rock and haven't seen the new manager of the best club in the world, Vizca Barca, but he also plays this formation, so that's why I wanted to try this formation out as well. It's actually really, really good in counterattacking. It's really, really good in having possession. It's really, really good in defensive. But as I said, the cons is you got to have the perfect players for this formation. If you got a heavy striker, you got a small. The good thing as well, or not a good thing. It's not a good thing. I don't know why I said a good thing. I don't know why that came out of my mouth. But I think as a striker, you cannot have Mertens, you cannot have Insigne, you cannot have Lucas Moura. You literally have to have someone with strength. You need someone with everything, bro. I'm pretty sure if you guys have Mertens or something, and I think a goal that I conceded, they pressured my striker, and my Lautaro Martinez got dismantled, bro. He just got outbodied and just pushed in the ground and just sat down, bro. That's why I think you need to have a striker who has good hold-up play, good pace, good shot, good passing, good weak foot. Like, you need everything on this striker, so that's probably one of the most a good formation. But as I said, you need to have the perfect players. This formation, I think it could be usable as I think it could be really, really good in FUT Champions. As I said, it's a really, really good counter-attacking formation. So if you guys are like up maybe play it 4-2-3-1. Once you're winning, go to this formation, and it'll be a really good formation to be counterattacking. So I think it is really usable for FUT champions, and obviously for division rivals. It is a new, interesting, fun formation because it's new. I don't really know no one who plays this formation, but I think it is a really good formation. But this was the only game that I ended up losing, so I won 3. I tied 1, which I was dominating. The guy just disconnected, and then right here we did end up losing 4-3. We did have a couple of chances we should have won, and at the last couple of minutes he was just wasting time. So what I am going to do, I'm going to go back to the live commentary and the game. I'll tell you guys a little bit more tips on using this formation, so I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. So this formation, as I'm telling you guys, it is a really good formation, but for counter-attacking. I think if this formation, if you're down in the score, if you're 1-0 down, if you're down in any, if you're losing, bro, this formation is gonna be really hard to use. But if you guys are tied, if you're winning, specifically if you're winning, this is probably gonna be the best formations to use, because you just have so many midfielders that help you defend. Not only that, it's really good in counter-attacking, but you gotta have the perfect striker. I'm telling you guys this a lot. I'm pretty sure a lot of people did this Perisic, but you have like what, like if you have like a Lewandowski, like one of the high tier Lewandowskis, maybe even a Bolasie, someone who has the height, the strength, the pace, the passing, the shooting, not necessarily the dribbling. It could be like a Bolasie would probably be perfect because he has the strength, the height, the skill moves, the dribbling, the passing, the shooting, the pace. You gotta have someone like this. I think Perisic is a perfect striker for this formation, because you do need a striker who could create a goal by himself. Because as I said, you could, if you got that perfect counterattack where your midfielders are the same pace as your striker, you could just absolutely obliterate your opponent. But if there's some occasions where your whole midfield comes down and you blast it up, or you just do a long throw ball to your striker, you gotta have that striker that he will be able to just make a play out of by himself. You need that striker because it will just be way better for this formation. I didn't try out a striker who was like agile, doesn't have the strength. I didn't try that out, but I think it's not gonna work. It's not, because your striker is gonna be by himself most of the time. So you need a striker with the height to be able to win a header, or the strength to be able to just hold on the defenders until your midfielders come through. Because if you have, I think if you have like a Insigne, you could be like trying to dribble and wait, but I think just because he's so small, he's never going to win a header. Just because he doesn't have the strength, he's going to get out-bodied with all the defenders that's going to be around him. You got to buy time for your midfielders to get in behind. And once you do that, this formation will probably be the best formations in terms of the counter-attacking. As I said, FUT champions, I don't think it's a good formation if you're losing at all. I think it's a decent I think it's a really fun, interesting formation in terms when you're tied, because you're trying to go with the counterattack and they're trying to counterattack you. They're trying to do something. But I think this formation is the best formation in terms of the counterattacking. As I said, it's just so good defensively. It's so solid defensively. You could get on a counterattack so many times. It's probably just I think it is going to be the best formation in terms of counterattacking. In terms of ranking this formation, I think it will probably be the top, maybe top 10. I think it will be in the top 10. I think it will easily be the top 10 of all the formations in the game. So I'll just tell you guys how good this formation is. So yeah guys, if you guys did enjoy this video, if this did help you guys out, maybe you guys are if you guys were thinking of making or trying this formation, but it just looks weird, it looks too defensive, it doesn't look that good, and you guys didn't want to do it because maybe you guys don't want to lose in division rivals, you don't want to lose in FUT champions. If this did help you guys out deciding whether to use this formation or not, click that like button. Also, if you guys did enjoy it, but also for you guys won't miss out on any other content. As I said, I do run an RTG, I do some play reviews, I do for FUT drafts, I do this series. Basically just comment down below whatever content and I'll do that, but I do like to switch up the content every other day, so click that notification bell so you guys won't miss out on other content. But it's been your boy Grit Tip, guys. I'll be back. Peace out.